Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out with Harlem Eubank at the new boxing booth facility here. Yeah, it's lovely. What do you make of it?
Really good facilities. Yeah, it's crazy. Like this is the new home, and you know what a home it is. There's gonna be a lot of titles brought back here, and a lot of history made here. So it's good knowing that we've got this kind of facility to work in day out and create some magic.
How do you feel about coming here every day? Because you don't live here, do you? You drive in still.
Yes, you got to travel to do what you love. To be in the right place, to get to where you want to get. I established a long time ago that this was the place for me. So coming here, it's not a chore. It's just something that's unwritten that you have to do. It's something you have to do. It's not a chore. It's just like get to the gym wherever it is.
How do you feel the journey's going so far? And were you as active as you would have liked in the last year or so?
I had a lot of progress last year. Picked up a couple little niggles which prevented being more active, but I progressed nicely regardless of how many fights I had, and I'm ready to go this year. To do everything that I wanted to do towards the tail end of last year. Got the perfect opportunity to do in this fresh 2020. It's going to be an exciting year for me.
What are your aims? Is it names? Is it titles? A combination of the two?
Really, it's a progression of the art form. I see boxing as a sweet science, and just to progress in the sweet science, everything comes titles, and everything comes with progression. So I'm just focused on progressing my skills. Just keep developing them. There's no target of how good I want to be. I want to be the best I can be. So when I get to one marker, I'm looking at the next and just trying to improve and tweak my game all the time. And whatever, the more I do that, the more I'll achieve in boxing.
Who do you see as being kind of the key names at your weight currently? And do you think they'll still be at that level when you get there?
You never know. You never know how boxing unfolds. Anything can happen in boxing, as you know. So you've just got to be in the moment with it, and the moment is just focusing on yourself. You can't focus on other people. They're irrelevant in terms of, like you say, they could be here, they could not be here. It's not key to the progression and to where you want to go. So.
You're not someone who kind of looks on BoxRec and kind of picks out names and like that'd be a good step up for me.
Not at all. I rarely look at it, to be honest. Like even the rankings or anything like that. It doesn't. Thing is, it's yeah. I think if you start paying too much attention to the figures, boxing's not about the figures. It's about the sweet science, and the sweet science is the thing that's going to carry you up the rankings, not name picking, towards the top of it. Just focusing on your form, and whether the analytics want to place you, they can place you. But the sweet science is about feeling the movement and the technique and executing it in the ring.
Having some of the other guys you've got here, the likes of Mick Conlon and Josh Kelly, how much does that tell you about where you are and how far you've got to go?
A lot. Mick's flying, he's a technician, and he's heading, for the very top, and he's going to be there very soon. And Josh is a huge talent, one of the most skillful fighters who's learning and tweaking everything as well, to progress further. So being around them and watching them and learning from them, it's kind of, it guides you. It helps bring you up with them, helps they bring your level up, watching them, training with them, being in the ring with them. They can only really propel you in terms of that. It's almost better than fight experience, to be around them and training with them.
Something a lot of people talk about in boxing is how a well-known name can help open doors. You've kind of bucked that trend a little bit in that you're still relatively low profile. You've built your career so far on quite small shows to an extent as well. Is that kind of refreshing for you as it is for the rest of us?
Definitely. I think I see from an early stage in boxing that it can, a name can help open. I feel like Michael's trying to do something.
It's that booth gym mind games, yeah.
Mike was always plotting something. You always shake your shoulder. I feel like you can get caught up in, all that at the beginning, because you're naive to boxing. You don't understand it necessarily, so you're just thrown in, and then I think you learn as you go through. For me, I see early on that I've always been a martial artist in that sense that I want to do things and a perfectionist, and I want to develop my craft to a point where obviously perfection can never be reached, but to a point where I'm constantly tweaking everything I want to do in terms of technique, how it looks, so it feels good for me that I've done it this way, because it's necessary to learn and be comfortable doing the things that you want to do. And the way that I've done it is an organic way. And I wouldn't want to be propelled, to a point because of the name without having the knowledge and the understanding of how to execute, what I want to do, So I want to be in the ring and be comfortable with what I'm doing in defense and attack, and being able to dismantle and be advanced enough mentally and physically, to play out what I want to play out in the ring.
On the rare occasions where people do mention you in relation to your family, it seems to be, for better or worse, he's the likeable Eubank. How does that kind of make you feel? It's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm certainly not likeable in the ring. That's it. It's in there. You're looking to cause damage. Someone's looking to cause damage to you, and you're looking to cause damage to them, and you tactically, that's playing out in negating and trying to strike the opponent. But outside the ring, people have different personalities. I may come across how I come across, and Chris may come across how he comes across. But in the ring,
which Chris?
Again, they're two different personalities. Everyone has their own style and spin on things, and mine's just to enjoy myself, and in the ring enjoy myself, but in a way where I'm trying to take the opponent out. It's not friendly in the ring, but outside, I'm happy to have a conversation with people.
When are you likely to next be out in the ring?
Hopefully April time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just getting back into the swing of things now after a few niggles, so I'm feeling good. Been training all the while, just zoning on the left hand, and there's always things to work. So I've just been tweaking the things, tweaking some other things whilst I've had a few little niggles. So.
And just last of all, in case people can't remember the name Harlem Eubank, I'd be a bit surprised if they can't, but how can they find you on social media?
I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, Harlem Eubank, just straight through, plain and simple. You'll find me there and keep up with fight dates and my training regime.
Brilliant. All right, we really appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you back out.